I feel like I can't physically move until I have coffee.
Yeah, I reckon we go get some babigueño this morning. Babigueño's like pork belly, roasted pork belly, whereas babigueño's like suckling pig, baby pig.
They're like, what do you want to do? And we said, we want to live your life. So he's like, cool, we're going to meet at the beach at 7 o'clock and we're going for a power walk. This little section down by the rice fields. Oh, I love it, eh? This road's so legit, bro.
Yeah, I was going to say you drive nicely through a little rice paddy up here.
So beautiful. Oh, mate, look at this. I love how Jethro rides his scooter like a fat boy Harley Davidson.
Welcome to the beach, guys.
Wow, look at that surf, man.
We normally walk pretty brisk. How's your...
Yeah, man.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Power walk kind of went over my head and then we got on the beach and then these guys are like, you know, it's Baywatch style, struggling to
Just
keep up.
peacocking. Justin was like lagging behind and then he ran up and
then straight to the gym. And then to breakfast. And this is their life. And we want to live it just like them. It was incredible. So we arrive at this restaurant, plastic table, 4 plastic seats. They do one dish. And wow.
well, that was like, I think our first street food, I guess you'd call it, right?
What a dish. I think it was the equivalent of $3 US. Pork belly, which was in 2 forms. One had been roasted, all different kinds of chili. There was one coconut number, like shredded coconut, chili.
That's why I'm saying,
it brings me so much joy, man.
That's what I'm saying, you can't tell me there's no food culture in this country.
Sausages.
The sausages, a little soup.
Yeah.
Like it was the whole nose to tail experience of a pig. For me, food is a love language.
When you've got chefs coming either, you know, to your country or you're going to theirs, you want to show them, I guess, kind of the nitty gritty.
We jumped in the van to Ubud.
That was a nice van. That was a good van.
And you pretty much, you've got an hour and a half and you're going from Bali to Ubud, which are 2 different climates. You're driving up into, it felt like a rainforest.
Mountains and rainforests.
It was beautiful.
I think we all had that same feeling when we stepped out and they were there with the lei and, you know.
I think sometimes when we do these collabs with these places that are incredible,
It's pretty special, eh?
you have imposter syndrome. So you arrive at this place that you feel like you just shouldn't be at.
Just overlooking this forest with a infinity pool, and it was pretty next level. For me, watching Justin's reactions for heaps of this trip have been a highlight, actually. Yeah. He's just this little boy from Christchurch.
I shared a room with Justin. Well, I didn't share a room with him. We had our 2 own rooms, and if there wasn't Wi-Fi, we wouldn't have been able to communicate. It was like these mini mansions.
We got taken up in a buggy and just into this amazing restaurant, like really, really special fit out. The kitchen was state of the art.
So it was really special. It was a cool experience and everyone was really welcoming. And then we met all of the 23 chefs very quickly.
Hey chef.
Hi, how are you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Nice to meet you. So you can make this one how you normally do?
Chives, maple ponzu.
I know this should pretty much go without saying, but it's such a joy watching these 2 walk into aperitif for the first time and assess the situation like the culinary practitioners they are. 2% of this, 10% of that.
1% salt, 1% sand.
Just enough curiosity to get clarity, yet enough focus to make good use of their time. Man, these guys are world class.
Who's the most famous person you think you've had here?
Kim Kardashian. And then went to the gardens where they grew most of their own produce.
How many years already before we get dragon fruit?
It was a real like full circle experience for us. I mean, let's be real, so it's room for dessert, so it's a dessert restaurant. So you start off, the first third of your meal is savoury, 1/3 of the meal is savoury. last 2/3 is sweet.
It was just so organic. Before we even sat down and started eating, he took us around the whole venue, next door, 2 doors up, you know. We were walking and he's like, yeah, you can see up here, you know, see how the gym's different to there? That's because that's all we could afford at that time.
From the moment you walk in there, the staff take you on the journey, and it's a roving menu.
Yeah, so before we came on the trip and Nick was like, oh yeah, got us a table at room for dessert, I was like, awesome, always wanted to go there, cool. Didn't realise that Nick and Will were relatively close. Like we got there and Will almost had dinner with us.
The energy that he puts off makes you want to do better things, and it makes you want to be a better person. And I think if the world and our industry was full of Wills, we would be in such a good place.
Maybe not full of Wills, but just a few more of them.
Yeah.
At one stage, we ate something, right? It was the squid course with all the herbs. And we asked him what the dressing was, and Will's just like, come here a sec. Shoots off, comes back with his book, his recipe book. He's like, hey man, take photos. Like, that's really special when anyone does that, right? Not just a world-class chef like that.
Will is a modern day genius. This guy is probably one of the most inspiring guys I've ever met.
I reckon we are toasting.
And not just in terms of food and restaurants. He's just an all-round inspiring
great
guy.
human, right?
The way that he thinks about things, that he's so forward-thinking, thinking about the future.
Anyone who is coming to Bali now, I'm going to be like, you know, you've got to go to this place. You need to go to that place. And that's what restaurants survive on, is word of mouth.
Thank you so much, man. That was a pleasure.
How are you? Nice to see you. Sorry you're not here.
She's just finished lunch service.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
We're outraged that, like, I don't know. You sent the lesser half.
Everyone said that.
Thank you so much, man.
Thank you.